Dear Derry, so today, Tuesday, was meh. Well, not quite meh. Um, there was a bit of a kerfuffle. Well, kerfuffle makes it sound like it was angry. It wasn't angry. It was just stupid. At work today, there was it's actually a couple of points. One, we wanted to check and make sure that um, everything was working with Origin the way it was supposed to, and so there was something that I had to, a couple of us had to check, and I spent like the latter half of the day checking this one thing, and I was seeing something very different from what everybody else was seeing. And then after like the entire day, I realized I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh boy, that's not embarrassing at all. No. Um, 3 days left. That's all. Well, 2 days. Well, no, 3 days left. Um, the other thing was I came back with my lunch, and I sat down at my desk and I was watching over on Twitch, Total Biscuit and Dodger and Angry Joe and Jesse were doing the co-optional podcast. So I come back with my lunch, I sit down, and I'm looking at the chat, and people are just bitching about something that Origin has done wrong, and I'm like, this was not the time for me to come back with, because now I feel, I work in the QA department, so when people start complaining about it, I feel compelled to go, wait, what did I miss? What's wrong? Is there something wrong with it? Tell me so I can check and see what. 3 days. On a happier note, so a friend of mine and I were talking about horses after I got back home, and just talking over Twitter about horses and such, because we both used to work with them. Excuse me. I used to be a stable hand back in Texas many years ago, and there was this horse, and I promised Christopher that I would tell this particular story because I didn't have a chance to tell him about it earlier. Plus, it's not the kind of story that you can really convey in a 140 character limit. So, Christopher, what it was is TV. It was the horse's name was TV. It was actually short, TV for short. Anyway, he very wealthy couple owned him and kept him at the stable, and I don't think they ever came to see him, not once, the entire time we were there. My understanding was that they had pictures of him all over the house, but they never came out to see him. They never came out to take care of him or ride him or anything. The people who ran the stable, those of us who worked there, we took care of him. We spent time with him. But his owners, no, never, which kind of pissed me off just a little bit. Anyway, so he kind of bonded with me because I was the one who mucked out his stall every morning. I'm the one who walked into the paddock. Well, anytime I was mucking out his stall, he would come up behind me and he would put his head over my shoulder and he would pull me back against his chest and just hold me, because nobody ever spent any time with this guy. It was very, very lonely. Sometimes I would eat my lunch in his stable and he would lay down and put his head in my lap. Incredibly beautiful, wonderful horse. Whenever I would walk him out to the paddock, I could have done it without putting a lead rope on him, and I did because that was in the rules. I had to. But I could just lay the lead rope across his shoulders, and he would just walk with me. We would go down to the paddock. I would open the gate. He would walk inside. As soon as I took the lead rope off, I was like, go play, go run, go play. And he wouldn't do it. I closed the gate. I start walking back towards the stable, and he would follow along beside me, all along the fence line of the paddock until we got to the corner. And I would stop. I'm like, TV, seriously, go play. And then he would turn and he would bolt off across the thing and running and kicking and farting like crazy. Really, really cute stuff. And then when it was later on in the day and it was time to go back, I would go out to the paddock and he would meet me right at the corner. And we would walk along the fence line back to the gate, open the gate, put on the lead rope, and we'd walk back to the stable. And every day this was what it was like. And he was such a sweetheart. I really, really miss that guy. One of the things that I really like about horses, and not a lot of people can appreciate this. Some people can, is the smell of horses. They just have a really nice, earthy, rich, very primal scent. Now, Another scent that I really, really enjoy is puppy breath. I don't know what it is. Puppies just have the most amazing breath. And when they grow up, it gets a little, but then once they grow up, you just start smelling their paws. I know that sounds weird, but a lot of times, dog paws, especially like huskies, I don't know why, their paws smell like Fritos. Don't ask me to explain it. They just do. It's very weird. And it's not like I go around sniffing puppy paws or dog paws, because I don't, because it's just on occasion I'll be wrestling with a dog or something and they will wind up, and Fritos. I don't get it. I don't get it. Very strange, but also very cool. What else smells really good? Not smell, but taste. Bear with me. Wait for the explanation before you go, oh, the salad that I had today at work. I had a caprese salad, which normally is like slices of tomato and cheese. I've forgotten what kind. Is it ricotta, I think? Anyway, and then basil, but they did a little differently at EA. It was more like a garden salad and everything, but then with the tomatoes and the basil, you've got these really nice heirloom tomatoes that they've been using lately, and then the basil, and every now and again I would hit a piece of basil while I was eating. I was just this boom, because they don't normally use basil in the salads and whatnot, which is almost a shame. It was really, really tasty, and that's going to be one of the downsides to not working there anymore come Saturday, is I won't get as many salads, because right now I eat a salad every day. I have a salad for lunch every single day. Come Friday, that's going to be a little bit more difficult to do, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, we just passed the 7-minute mark on this particular video, so I think I'm going to, it's about 10 minutes to 11, so I'm going to wrap this thing up and let my housemates get back to full volume again. And I will talk to you folks later on. Until next time, be careless.